Living room camping chaos. Last weekend, my friend Greg decided we needed a break, but in true Greg fashion, his idea of a staycation was staying exactly where we were, his apartment. "Why pay for a hotel when we have a perfectly good living room?" he declared, while dragging out a tent that looked like it had seen more mothballs than campfires. The plan was to have the full camping experience: sleeping bags, s'mores made with a lighter, and best of all, no cell service because Greg's Wi-Fi is always broken. The first sign that this was going to be weird was when Greg insisted we both wear matching flannel pajamas for authenticity. I tried to argue that lumberjacks don't usually roast marshmallows in the living room, but he was already setting up the tent, which took about an hour and resulted in only minor structural damage to his coffee table. Once we were finally in the wild, Greg started telling ghost stories, but the scariest thing was the suspicious smell coming from under the couch. Things escalated when we heard rustling from the shadows. Greg, convinced it was his cat, reached under the couch and instead pulled out a dust bunny the size of a grapefruit. I've never seen a grown man shriek like that. He leapt onto the coffee table, which, as previously mentioned, was already compromised, and demanded I deal with the beast. Armed only with a Swiffer and a shoe, I bravely engaged in battle while Greg narrated like it was a National Geographic special. By the end of the night, we'd discovered 3 missing socks, an old pizza crust, and a remote control Greg had been blaming me for losing since February. As we settled back into the tent, exhausted and surrounded by the spoils of our expedition, Greg sighed and said, "Well, at least we learned one thing: in the living room, the only thing you need to bear-proof your food from is yourself."